Did you know that the median cost of a funeral with a viewing and burial in 2023 was $8,300? And for a funeral with cremation, it was 6280. Yeah. Now, this is coming from the National Funeral Directors Association. Now, in 2016, I paid $3,400 for a funeral with cremation for my father, and the cost has almost doubled in only 9 years. That's a lot. Okay. So this right here is an example to show you that having a way to cover your funeral and final expenses is very, very important because none of us are leaving this 3D realm for free. Okay. And so in this video, I'm going to break down how to select a life insurance policy and show you how to align it with your family's needs. And by the end, you will feel empowered to make a confident decision that protects you and your loved ones' finances, okay? And so, real quick, if you are new to me or to the channel, my name is Katrice. I am a licensed health and life insurance agent. And on this channel, I teach entrepreneurial women how to use insurance to increase their wealth. And I also teach on retirement and estate planning. Okay. You'll also get some mindset and financial astrology content sprinkled in. So if that's your vibe, then welcome to the tribe. So as you are watching this video, if you are being enriched by the content, give me a thumbs up and let's jump into it. All right. So when it comes to the topic of choosing a life insurance policy, you must understand the purpose of life insurance. Okay. So yes, life insurance is used to cover your final debts, okay, like your funeral, but it is also a powerful tool that can be used to easily transfer wealth from one generation to the next tax free. Okay. And tax free is the key word. Okay. Now, it also can be used to pay off other debts that will be left behind, saving your loved ones from financial ruin. Okay. So now that you know the purpose of life insurance, let's clear up all this confusion around how much life insurance you should purchase once and for all. Okay. So the first thing you want to do when you are calculating how much life insurance that you will need is you want to first assess what your needs are. Okay. Why do you need life insurance? What are you trying to cover? Okay. So the primary purposes of purchasing life insurance are for income replacement, especially if you are the main breadwinner, then you definitely want to make sure that your income is going to be replaced somehow. Okay. To cover debt, you can use life insurance to pay off mortgages, to pay off your car note, um, of the different things that have outstanding. You can use life insurance to pay off that. For your for future expenses, there's certain policies that you can get where it can grow cash and then you can use that cash value for things like your children's education or for your retirement. And then final expenses, okay? Um, you know, Nowadays a funeral can range anywhere between 7,000 on the low end and up. There is really no limit because it really just depends on, what all you want at your funeral and the type of service that you want and how many people you expect to be there. So you're gonna have to get a bigger venue and all of that. So, but it can start on the low end at about $7,000. Okay. So then after you assess all of your needs, then you're going to look at, okay, so how much coverage will I need from that, right? And so you want to use simple formulas, okay, like something like 5 to 10 times your annual income. So say for example, your annual income is $75,000, okay? So you want to multiply that by five. I think that's like seven. I think it's like 700. You know what? Let's do it right here with calculators. Let's see here. Come on, calculator. Um, my computer is just hopefully it'll start moving faster times five. Okay, it was moving a little slow, but okay. Here we go. So 75,000 times five is $375,000. Okay, so that can be a base. That can be a base that you use, and then you can go up from there. You can stop there. Um, you know, is whatever you want to do. Okay. Now, if you are wanting to start with coverage for final expense and wealth transference, okay, then I would suggest that you would calculate 10 times your annual income versus just five. If you are only wanting to, just cover for your final expenses, then I would start at five times. Okay. Now there are tools you can use like the dime method, which is debt, income, mortgage, and education to calculate specific needs. But most importantly, you want to tailor the coverage to your unique circumstances rather than just relying on general advice that you might get from your friends or family members or, you know, people on the internet. Okay. You always want to tailor the coverage to your specific needs, and that doesn't matter what type of insurance it is. Okay. Now, if you watch to the end of the video, I do have a free tool that I am going to be sharing with you that will help you to calculate how much life insurance you need, and it does use the dime method. Okay. All right. So the second thing is that you need to understand the different categories of policies. Okay. So there's two major types of categories of insurance, life insurance. There's term life insurance, and then there's whole life insurance. And then there's other policies under, beneath that. Okay. So term life insurance is the cheapest. Dave Ramsey, if you know who Dave Ramsey is, he's like a financial guru. Um, he he loves term and he stresses term and that you should term insurance is the only insurance that you should purchase. I feel like you should purchase whatever is going to be best for your needs. But everybody has their own opinion, right? But term insurance is insurance that you take out for a term, okay? Meaning it's temporary. So you will only have this life insurance for however long you choose. You can get a 10-year term, 15-year term, 20-year term. I've seen some 25-year terms, and then there's 30-year terms. Okay. Um, Term insurance is affordable because it's the same premium amount every month. It doesn't fluctuate. Okay. Um, and you can get term insurance to cover like your mortgage. You can get it to make sure that, you know, to last like your children's lifetime. So if you were to die, but between the ages of 0 to 18 or for your children, that this money would be available for, to continue taking care of them until they reach 18. Okay. The younger you are, and this is with either one, but the younger you are, the cheaper it is. And with term insurance, this is where you might see somebody getting like a $400,000 policy for say $50 a month. Okay. Now depending on age and health, but when you see those large amounts like that, that is normally that's for term life insurance. Okay. Now you have whole life insurance, and whole life insurance does exactly what it says. It covers you for your entire life. Okay. Not only does it cover you for your entire life, but it also has a cash value component that grows over time. Okay. And so whole life insurance is really good for estate planning and for building a financial legacy. Okay. So whole life products do cost more, okay, significantly more. However, they offer the guarantee that as long as you pay your premium, you will have life insurance for your entire lifetime, and it can be an investment tool. Okay. And then there are other types of policies that you can get. There's universal life, which can offer flexible premiums. There's variable life that has an investment component to it. And then there's also final expense insurance that is designed to purchase for you to purchase to cover just your financial needs for like your final needs. Okay. And so you definitely want to explore. The first thing you want to do before you even start looking into what type of policy to purchase is you want to also want to know what you're purchasing, what you need to purchase, okay? You need to know exactly how much you need to cover, what your goals are before you even start doing any quoting. Okay. Um, and that's the one mistake that I see people doing is they will start quoting before they even know how much they really need. Okay. And you're kind of working backwards and you're doing yourself a disservice and you're putting yourself in the potential to be underinsured. Okay. All right. Now, if you are enjoying this content and you would like to continue to see me and my content, then hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notifications whenever I upload new content. Okay. All right. Now, the third thing is once you know how much you need and now you understand the differences in the types of policies, now you're going to start comparing costs and looking at your budget. Okay. Now, some factors that influence the cost of your insurance would be your age, okay, and your health. So the younger you are and the healthier you are, the lower your premiums will be. Now, because you have health challenges, that does not, hold on, let's try this again. I guess I didn't want to stay in. Okay. So, because you may have some health challenges, that does not mean that you do not qualify for life insurance. Life insurance is underwritten, and so yes, health does matter, but there are policies that you can get that even if you have health challenges, you will still be approved. Okay. So having health issues does not stop you from getting life insurance. Okay. Um, the policy type also influences the cost. Like I said earlier, term insurance is cheaper than whole life. Um, and if you are looking at just covering your final expenses with the final expense policy, those are pretty affordable, but they are limited in how much coverage you can get. Okay. And so the higher coverage amounts comes with higher premiums, but it can ensure adequate protection. Okay. All right. So one of the best ways to save on your premium amount is to lock in rates early. So the younger you are, the cheaper your insurance will be. So if you currently do not have life insurance and say you're just 35 years old, you want to go ahead and lock you some life insurance in now, okay? Because if you wait 5 years till 40, it could be a significant jump, okay? So you definitely, the earlier you are, the quicker get your you want to lock in your rate for your life insurance. Okay. And then you want to look around at different companies to see, to get some quotes, to see, what's going on. And then you also want to look into uh, bundling insurance. You can get discounts when you bundle, depending upon like who you go to. Um, I don't do auto insurance, so but I know like Progressive has life insurance you can get through them. State Farm has life insurance you can get through them. I don't write for either one of those because those are like capture agents. I don't do capture agents. But if you were to get life insurance through one of those carriers, they give you a discount for bundling. Now you this leads me into the next thing, which is you want to evaluate the company. Okay, you want to evaluate the carrier um, to make sure that they are a carrier that has a good rating from agencies like AM Best or Moody's or Standard and Poor's. Okay, those are like financial rating agencies. Okay, you want to make sure they have a really high A plus rating. You also you can ask friends and family who they have insurance with, their life insurance with, and then you can, check them out and, see those companies. Also, um, when it comes to filing claims with your insurance carrier, you definitely want to get with the carrier that where the claims will be a smooth and quick process. You don't want something that's going to be long, drawn out, take forever, take months, months or Sundays, like my mom used to say, to get, to get the information, not to get the information, to get your claim processed. You want something that's going to take 2 weeks or less. I mean, a lot of carriers they process claims within 7 days, uh, but 2 weeks or less to get your claim approved. Okay. Now, one of the things that you want to also do if you just have absolutely no idea about life insurance, you do not want to try to go and just put in a quote online and purchase some life insurance online. You definitely want to work with somebody who is qualified, who knows what they're doing, who understands life insurance to help you to get the right amount of coverage with the right company. Okay. Um, and if you are in looking for life insurance and you're wanting an agent, you can definitely book a consultation with me. Um, you can go to my link on the homepage, on the channel page. You can book a consultation with me so we can sit down and we can review everything and then get you the right amount of coverage that you need. Okay. Now, when you are looking at your policy, okay, you want to understand all of the policy details. And if you are working with the agent, you want to make sure that you are asking that agent to make sure they explain everything to you when it comes to common exclusions, such as death by suicide, um, death within the first 2 years of the policy being active, or if you die doing certain high risk activities like skydiving. Okay, you need to know what will exclude this policy from being paid, the death benefit from being paid, to make sure that you don't do something that's going to keep your family from receiving the funds. Okay. You also want to, if an agent, if they are talking to you about riders, or if you kind of have some knowledge about insurance and you're like, I want to make sure I have a return, a waiver premium, um, not waiver, not a return, a waiver, a return of premium rider on my term policy, so that when at the end of the term, if I outlive the policy, I will get all of the funds, all the premiums paid. I will receive that back. Okay. Um, and so you want to make sure that you understand each of the riders. Some insurance policies come with included riders like um, waiver of premium or accidental death, types of things, the critical illness benefit, those types of things can come, depending on the carrier, can come included with the policy. So you want to make sure that you understand everything that's included with the policy. You also want to just ask for a clear explanation of anything that you don't understand. Okay. Like I said earlier, it would probably be best if you were to work with an agent so that an agent can sit down with you and break everything down so that you can understand, because you don't want to get into signing things and then not understanding what you're signing and it backfires. Okay. It doesn't it doesn't do what you thought it was going to do. Okay. All right. And so then the last thing when it comes to this is after you've already gotten your life insurance policy, you need to update as needed. Okay. So some things that will affect your coverage will be if you get married after you have life insurance, you get married, children, when you have children, job changes, you want to adjust coverage to match new income levels. So if you got insurance, your life insurance at 75,000 and now you're making 100,000, then you want to adjust for that difference, okay? And then also for retirement, you may decide that you want to downsize your coverage when major debts are all paid off and your children are not independent. You may not want to keep that policy that you had for to pay off the mortgage, because now the mortgage is paid off. And so that might be something that that might have been a term and you might just let that expire and um, not keep it anymore. And because you had the return of premium, you'll just get all your premium payments back that you paid for it. Okay. So things like that are when you may need to make changes to your life insurance coverage. You also need to review for changes um, every 3 to 5 years, I would say, um, to make sure that everything is still flowing the way it is, that you don't need to add any additional coverage or, take any coverage away. You may need to change your beneficiaries, though, there may have been a change go on and you need to change your beneficiaries. And so every 3 to 5 years, you always want to make sure everything stays up to date so that it can reflect your wishes when you are no longer here. Okay. All right. So I told you at the beginning that I had a free tool for you. So if you stayed around for the whole video, that I have a free tool for you to help you calculate how much life insurance you need to purchase. And it also goes over the dime method. And so in the description of this video, I have a link to my free ebook that details exactly how to calculate your needs. And it also comes with a worksheet that you can fill out that will help you to calculate your needs. Okay. Now, if the thought of calculating your life insurance needs causes you a little anxiety or a little, worry, or if you already have money anxiety and you have not dealt with it, I also have resources in the description of the video for that to help you as well. Okay. And after you get finished watching this video, you can check out this video that I did on getting rid of your money worries. Okay. Overcoming financial anxiety for good. Okay. And so, if you've made it this far, I thank you for watching. And my intention is that you found this video useful, helpful, or insightful. And if that is the case, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss when I upload new content, okay? And I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. So don't forget to leave a comment below, especially if you have questions about life insurance, okay? And so until next time, remember, no one is coming to save you. And so you have to make sure that you save yourself. Have a good one.